pit bulls attacked an 11-year-old girl and were headed straight for this officer next. It all started on May 13th, 2022, when an 11-year-old on her way home from school was chased home by two pit bulls. She suffered a hand bleed as the dogs wrestled the broom from her, so an officer was called down to the scene only to meet the aggressive dogs.
Hey.
And just then, he shot the approaching dog before both of them ran off. The girl was treated for her injury.
It's fine, I just don't really want that to happen again.
While the wounded dog was later euthanized, the other dog was returned to its owner, who faced charges of having an animal at large and animal causing injury to a person.
This is the first time they ever done something like this. Or the first time they ever got out the gate. They've never posed a problem. They're always around kids.
Seeing the dogs approaching saved this officer from having a really bad day, because the next officer didn't see his attacker before it was already too late.
Here. God. Out here.
On April 24th, 2022, officers were called to a neighborhood regarding a loose dog, but before they could begin investigating, something completely unexpected happened.
Here. God. Here. Go. Get over here. Come here. You're the you know. Right in. Get his info. Get their info.
I don't even know my dog. No! What's wrong with you?
Leave the dog in the house. I need you to come back out. I need your info.
Perfect, my dog.
193. I just had Pitbull take a chunk out of my leg.
81 Midland?
The dog charged at the officer's leg 5 times from behind, but he managed to react quickly and kick him off. And even though he was badly beaten, things could have ended even worse for him.
Do I get you anything? Like, are you good?
I mean, not much you guys can do for me, but he took a...
Be in your house. If he lives there with her.
The men claimed they were watching the dog for his owner, who was away. And while it wasn't clear how the case ended, kicking the dog the way he did was the officer's saving grace that day. If you're enjoying this video, please like and subscribe. However, even with a gun and a fence between the next officer and these fierce dogs, he was still bitten 12 times all over his body. On April 13th, 2023, an officer arrived at a neighborhood after reports that a man was almost attacked by 2 stray dogs.
Did you call about it?
No, I don't call. That's a dog here almost by me.
Okay, I'll go see if I can wear it off.
It's a brown dog.
Okay.
Dogs are trying to attack me.
Okay.
So the officer drove to the described location and approached the property when he began hearing barks behind the fence.
What are you guys doing? Hey, buddy. What are you doing? Someone told me that you tried to bite them. That is not very nice. You stay there. Hey, you get back in there. You go back inside.
And just then, the dog struggled through the door and bit the officer 12 times on his legs, thighs, and hands before he took out his gun and shot at them.
And looks like Harris will be at scene.
190.
190.
I found the dogs. They bit me. I had to shoot one.
I copy. Where are you?
In the alley south of where I was. I don't have the numbers yet.
I copy. If we can go ahead and start cars that way, please. 190 is going to be south of 2467 Sanford in the alley.
By now, the officer could feel his blood dripping down his uniform, but he somehow remained calm and even chatted with neighbors.
They actually took me down. Yeah, I'm usually pretty good with dogs, but they were...
Was just one or both of them?
Both of them.
Put them both down?
Yeah, well, the one was able to get back into the garage, but I hit them both.
I get it, man. I get it.
Yeah, I'm a huge dog lover, you know, all over. They took me down. I haven't checked this league yet, but they were going to town on me.
You want to have a seat in my cruiser until we get all of this?
I'm okay. I'll probably have to go to the hospital to get checked out, so.
He was hospitalized but eventually returned back to duty, while one of the dogs was killed on scene and the other was taken to a vet. Their owner was charged for the incident. But it was hard to charge the next dog owner for his dog's actions, as the officers themselves went into his home and got a very unpleasant welcome.
Leave it!
August 16, 2018. California officers were conducting a search for a suspected armed robber in a neighborhood. Dog and its owner escaped the incident unharmed and went on to catch the suspect, and no serious injuries were recorded regarding the tased dog. He succumbed to the taser sting and became calm again, but a taser would have no effect on this very dangerous animal, and this officer knew any wrong move could cost him nothing less than a limb. On July 10, 2017, Boynton Beach police officers were dispatched to a residence regarding a very brazen trespassing incident. The Alligator was cornered by the officers and looked very threatened, so even with a catch pole, the officers knew things could go wrong very quickly, especially because he didn't even know how to use it.
Got to get him to turn. Want to get him to turn. Nah, he's just slipping it off. Give it to Danilo. Danilo, you got the tape?
Danilo, you don't have the tape on you? No. All right, somebody go.
Somebody got.
I have duct tape in my car. Okay, where's it at? It's in the trunk.
The officer covered his head to blind him before the mount, which enabled him to secure his mouth shut. The odds were not in the officer's favor, but he managed to resolve the situation without harm to anyone. However, the next officer knew that his life depended on him taking this shot.
Nope, hey.
And he ended up shooting a lot more times than he would have imagined. On October 3rd, 2024, residents at an apartment complex dialed 911 after two bears were spotted, and a lone officer with a shotgun arrived to meet one of them.
Hey, bear. Gotta go, buddy. Let's go. Hey, turd, let's go. Let's go, little butthole. Hey, let's go. Go!
While this bear was in sight, there was another missing, and being cornered by two bears would be a pretty bad spot. So the officer had to get this bear to move, and there was really only one way to do that.
Let's go. Let's go. Hey, you're gonna get plugged in the forehead. Let's go. Let's go. No, go that way. Don't. Nope, nope. Hey.
As the injured bear ran past the officer, another bear came running around, and since this one was much bigger, the officer, now flanked on both sides by two bears, took immediate action and gunned him down. The bear was now immobile, but still alive and in great pain. Because animal rescue was miles away and his chances of survival were low, the officer decided to spare him the pain by firing 2 more shots, quieting one sound, but starting another.
Hey, be careful walking down here. Hamilton, there's a bear over here. Please stay over there. You can think what you want to, okay? Appreciate you, Hamilton.
Get that though. Whose was it threatening?
Mine. The bear came around the corner and came right at me, so I shot it.
Who called? Who called?
Someone in this area.
Someone called and said there was a bear?
Said they were scared to leave their house because there's a bear and cubs outside of it. Well, think about asking for information before you come out all hot.
Dude, I've been scared by that bear. No. No, there's better than shooting that fucking boardwalk. Give me a break.
Sure thing.
Yeah, sure thing. I called so many times for trouble around here. And here, what, cops never show up. All the time, and you got a bear. You!
Hamilton.
Backup soon arrived, and the deceased bear was transported. The officer would have been much more relaxed if he had backup around, but this officer actually regretted having backup after his canine did something completely unexpected.
Hey, you! What?
On July 24th, 2023, officers were pursuing suspects from a stolen car they were both in when an officer deployed his canine and eventually regretted it.
No, Ronnie! Pocket him! No! Him! I got it. Get on the ground! Hey, go! What? No!
The handler ordered the dog to bite the suspect, but instead got bitten twice on the leg and once on the arm. He then struck the canine after gaining control, but the damage was already done.
Yeah, I'm fine.
The canine wasn't injured, but the officer was treated for his bites. The incident was quite ironic, but these officers didn't find anything funny, as their act of kindness would land them in very big trouble.
I'll be the last one.
On October 14th, 2020, officers were called to help untie a deer stuck in a hammock, but something chaotic happened once they cut him loose.
I'll be the last one. What do you want done with it?
What we're gonna grab that
jacket
real quick.
Cover his face back up.
Yeah, let's.
You guys may wanna.
Yeah, let's get you guys back, because he may come at me again. So.
Then when you're ready, I'll hop up.
Yeah.
Ready?
Go ahead.
The male deer was likely aggressive from being stuck for so long that he charged at the officer with his horn. If struck, the officer could end up in a life-threatening situation, so he had to be prepared to either run for his life or fight off the deer once he let go.
Get out of here! Go on! Go on! Go on!
Sorry, I didn't mean to bust this big bunch of horses. Go on!
The officer ended up doing both, as they ran a safe distance before standing their ground and even firing a warning shot in the air. But the next officer had no time to even react to this life-changing incident. It all began on July 15, 2022, when officers arrived at a home regarding a dog declared dangerous by the city for biting a pedestrian.
So I need to see your leash. I need to see your muzzle.
You guys don't even give me an appointment. You guys don't call me back. I went to the animal shelter. I went to the animal control yesterday at 12 o'clock. I waited there for 1 hour until they were open. I did everything. I got the license. I got everything.
Okay, so I need to see.
Let me talk for a second. Please.
I need to speak. You asked me a question, and then I needed to speak.
Because your report
so I need to see your muzzle. I need to see your leash. I need to see your kennel.
Yes, I do.
Okay, then can you go get it?
I'm gonna get a kennel here. You can come inside.
Get the what? I'm sorry.
I'm not gonna bring the kennel outside for you.
So the kennel should be in the backyard, ground in.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so do you want to grab your other stuff, the muzzle, the leash, the insurance, the proof of training, all that?
Everything, yeah. I have it right here. You want
right there?
Yes.
I don't have to come inside. You can show it to me right here.
They took everything down and gave me a license.
Yeah, so I still need the muzzle and the leash.
No, they accused me of the wrong thing that my dog did. They wrote a report without my...
Okay, what is this? This is just a...
That is a certification for the vicious animal.
This is not that. This is not even from Animal Services.
Certification for Cameron, okay. There's the vaccinations.
Okay.
I have a freaking badge from them.
Yeah, I've seen this, so I need to see the liability insurance.
I don't like it here.
And the training.
Else talk about it because I don't want the neighbors. This is my parents' home, okay? I don't live here.
I need to see all of your stuff.
We don't live here. Do you understand that?
Now, this was a very important inspection because it would determine if the dog stayed with the woman or was euthanized. But although she claimed to have gotten everything required for the dog, the opposite was the case.
Can you show us where your kennel is?
What do you mean a kennel?
You have to have a ground-in kennel in your backyard.
No, I said it on this.
Yeah.
I looked at everything.
Yeah. I have
to see it.
I have additional paperwork that I
don't have additional paperwork. This is all I have.
I'm not saying you have additional paperwork, ma'am.
I don't. This is all I have for what I needed to do.
There is specifications for a kennel that you have to have in the backyard.
I don't see that here.
It has to be ground in.
What do you mean ground in? Like what?
Ground in means it's secured to the ground.
Okay.
So like your dog can't dig under it or flip it over.
So how am I going to secure a kennel in the ground? Just dig it? And then
put like with stakes.
Soil on top of it or something?
You don't put soil on it. You get like stakes or something into the ground.
I didn't tell me, kennel.
Technically, you are in violation of the keeping restrictions.
So in violation. I just finished everything yesterday.
You don't even have the kennel, ma'am. You don't have proof of your training, of the insurance.
There's nothing here stating this.
Okay, so I'm not going to keep arguing with you, ma'am.
How am I going to know there's a kennel? I went through all this.
You don't have everything that you need to have. This was supposed to be due today.
It's not stated to me.
Okay,
I cannot read it right.
So we need you to go get the dog and load him onto the vehicle.
I can't take my dog. I did everything I could. You're telling me I cannot. Look at that. It doesn't even say kennel.
Ma'am,
I went all over.
This is why we came here on Wednesday to try and talk to you and help you and make sure that you had everything together, but you blew us off.
I have everything together. I'm working.
Okay.
I'm a Vigilant. I work 48 hours a week. I did sign up for everything at the animal shelter and animal control. What are you talking about? I messaged her yesterday. I messaged her this morning. What am I supposed to do?
Due to the woman's unpreparedness, the officers had to take the dog away. They didn't want to, as that meant he would be put down. But they soon realized just why he had to be put down.
I'm sorry? Oh, I thought you were talking to me. Whoa.
Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah.
Close the kennel, ma'am. No, the clear one. Ma'am. Lift up on the metal part. On the metal part. You got broken skin?
Yeah.
All right, well, ma'am, he bit this officer.
Yeah.
Now.
Right here, ma'am.
Because I told you guys, let me take him myself.
You did not have control of the dog.
Let me take him
All right.
myself.
All right. You can call.
You guys didn't
get all your stuff, okay?
After the incident, the city waited 2 months for the woman to pursue legal action, but she wasn't able to, and so her dog was euthanized a month later. The officers were pretty calm, considering the dog could have done serious damage to them, even with their tasers and guns. However, this officer saw an alligator and decided to play with it with his bare hands. It all began when Florida deputies were called to a neighborhood concerning an aggressive alligator on the loose.
No, none of us do. It's weird.
Might be a little bigger than the last one I caught.
You do this often?
The officers had no catch pole and nothing to nudge the alligator with, but the deputy strangely had experience with alligators and decided to handle the very dangerous situation with his bare hands.
You got tape on? Huh? You got some tape? Yeah.
The deputy had a simple but dangerous plan to capture the alligator by first wearing him out, and when he was sure that the alligator had no stamina left for sudden lunges, he would be able to safely neutralize it.
Got him. Go a little higher.
That would handsome man, huh?
The officer also knew that alligators have grip strength but not opening strength, so a tape and well-placed hands were enough to secure him till he was transported.
It's hot out here today, man.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, if you don't mind, just cover his eyes up.
There's a towel behind my passenger seat. The blue one, will you grab it?
You want water?
The officer restrained the alligator by the books and made the neighborhood safe again with no harm to anyone. However, this dog tried to bite more than he could chew.
Back up!
And quickly learned his lesson. On November 4th, 2021, officers were called to a neighborhood regarding an out-of-control aggressive dog.
Get back. Come here.
And just then, the officer with the beanbag fired at the dog, sending him scurrying off just before his owner arrived.
Your dogs need to be secured. Hey, your dog's gotta be secured, bro. Secure your, is this your dog? Go secure your dog right now. Mav, go back inside with the baby, please.
And the dog was secured by the seemingly unaware homeowner. Luckily for him, the officers came prepared with the right tools to avoid a terrible outcome. However, the next officers came a lot more prepared when they thought this home was under attack.
Police, let me see your hand.
But they realized very quickly how over-prepared they were. It all happened in June 2017, when officers were called to a home regarding a burglary in progress.
Let me see your hands! Let me see your hands! There's someone inside. Hey, we got the house running. Come on out. Can't get it.
Police, let me see your hand. That's a deer. It's a deer. It's a deer. It's a deer. Stand down.
There was a break-in as reported, but it was actually a deer, and now the officers had to find a way to get the deer out of the house.
Go, go, go. Go, go, come on, come on. No. Get the shield in here. Go, come on. There it is.
It's closed.
Open the door. Open the door. Oh, golly. Oh. There we go.
One officer was cut by broken glass, but no one, including the deer, was seriously injured. The officers had a laugh out of this case, but the next was a very deadly one.
3242, shots fired. We need the ambulance in immediately.
On June 21st, 2021, Oregon 911 dispatch was called by a 68-year-old woman claiming that her daughter was bitten by a chimpanzee in their house.
Is she bleeding?
She's bleeding profusely, and she
Okay.
needs an ambulance. I'm trying
Where's
to
she
be calm,
bleeding at?
ma'am. All over.
Yeah, we've got them en route right now. We're sending a deputy right now. Hang on one second, okay? I'm typing
Send
this up
more
right
than
now.
one, because the eight, if the eight gets a drop on him, he's gone too.
We're sending. You're both locked in the basement, correct?
We're both locked in the basement, yes. And they've got to do a headshot on the ape. Don't say, oh, it's cute, or come here. It will attack them.
The woman's 17-year-old pet chimpanzee bit her 50-year-old daughter in the torso, arms, and legs, and both women were now locked in their basement and in need of emergency aid. So officers were immediately dispatched to the home with one clear objective.
No, there's a secondary fence under the patio. Yeah, this one is, but... Oh. Buddy? Alright, I'm gonna try to get in for a shot. Is there somebody there? Okay, are you safe?
Yes, I need you to shoot him.
Okay. He's down. 3242. Shots fired. We need the ambulance in immediately.
The officer took the chimp down with one shot, and the injured woman was transported to a hospital for her bite wounds. They had lived with the chimp for 17 years, and the family never expected the attack.
I've never seen anything like this. You've got to be put down.
If you like this video, YouTube thinks you'll enjoy these too.